I'm here with Midwestern State football head coach Rich Renner and the Mustangs coming off a big 18-11 victory. So I got to ask you, it's been, how many years were you DC here? 17, 17 years?
15 as a DC,
DC.
17 as an assistant.
Under Bill Maskell. And so this was your first time to be the head coach. And you guys pulled out a thrilling victory. I think at halftime, I said, it's pretty apropos. Defensive coordinator in a 5-3 game. Your thoughts on this game, because it took a lot of heart and a lot of adversity tonight.
It did. I'm very proud of our kids. First of all, I want to give all the glory to God. I mean, obviously God has kept us safe, kept us on track, and blessed me and blessed these kids with this opportunity. We've had a lot of injuries coming into this game, and we just had guys had to step up, and we talked about that we had to be disciplined and we had to have courage and we had to be consistent, and I felt we did that tonight. I felt like we didn't beat ourselves. I felt like our kids kept fighting, they kept believing, they had faith in each other, and they played together, and they were coachable, and we talked about all those things through camp, and I'm so proud of them for them showing that out here on this field tonight.
We're going to get into some of that because I saw some really good things, especially with the injuries, like you said you had through camp. But this first win, first game, it's nice to get that monkey off, right? And all night long, being up there in the press box saying, first game of the Rich Renner era. That's no more, right? It's time to move on. But it's got to feel good to get this one behind you.
It is. Anytime you win, because winning is not easy, as you know. Winning is very difficult and very hard to do, and I'm so proud of these kids because, they had to believe in me as a head coach, and these assistants had to believe in me as a head coach and feel like that I was doing the right thing as we were going through off-season and going through spring ball and as we were going through summer workouts and then the fall camp, and they had to trust me, and I had to earn that trust from them. And again, like I told you, the way they performed out here, I can't be happier as a head coach. I can't be happier just to appreciate them so much, man. How much I love them and care about these young men. How they just poured out their heart and soul here tonight, not just for me, but for these fans and for our university and for our president. And so I'm just very blessed and fortunate just to be the head coach and have this opportunity.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'll tell you, your defensive backfield, 3 starters out through fall camp, but they were aggressive. They went after the ball tonight, and they kept Missouri Southern from getting any passing game going.
They did, and I was so proud of them. Coach White does a great job, him and Coach West and Coach Watts working with those guys. And right, we had to shift some guys around. We had an injury on Monday that really hurt us in the back end, and so we were taking hit after hit with injuries. And you know what? It didn't. Our kids didn't blink. They didn't panic. They stayed the course, and they stayed believing in each other, and they came out and played their tails off. So I'm very proud of them. Again, that's one down, so we still got 10 more to go, and so or at least 10 more to go in the regular season. And so I'm excited for that opportunity to go up to Western Colorado. We're excited.
That's a tough one to be looking forward to already.
Yes,
isn't
sir,
it?
it is. But you know what? With these kids, I'm telling you, anything can happen. They're resilient, they're tough, they're hardworking, they believe, and they fight. And as you can see tonight, they fought to the very end for us to get that victory.
Well, I want to ask you about your defensive line, too, because they were very overmatched size-wise tonight.
Yes.
But they held them at about 115 total yards. It was just over 3 yards per carry. Very impressive by your entire front seven.
Yes, sir. Coach Lyles and Coach Renner did a great job with that front four, and I'm so proud of those kids, the way they fought. And we've got guys that are banged up on that D-line, and we had to really fight, and we had a kid to get eligible at the last minute that we were, again, by the grace of God, we had to continue to keep working and working and working. And so I'm just so thankful that we have such great D-linemen and great D-line coaches. And like you said, we were at match, but you know what? That didn't faze them. They didn't flinch. They weren't afraid. We always say, faith over fear for Kaylee Mills.
Well, yes, definitely, and that's a story that the state of Texas isn't quite aware of just yet. But definitely want to send our prayers to the Mills family and to Kaylee, and fast recovery.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, in all of that, it's a horrible situation there. I want to ask you also about your offense. You can run the football. You guys, you talk on the other side, you own that line of scrimmage. It was over 200 yards, over 6 yards a carry until the very end. That's pretty impressive out here.
Well, Coach Lewis and that offensive line and those veteran offensive linemen that were coming back did an awesome job. And then we've got 2 all-conference backs, and so those guys were really chopping up wood, or chopping up yards as they were getting down the field and making great cuts. And they've really learned to be patient and wait for the blocks to take place instead of just hitting it really fast. And I think again, Coach Gassard with the running backs, obviously Coach Lewis and Coach Germ with the offensive line, and then obviously Coach Reebok making those calls and sticking with it, and really helped us out. We were able to control, hopefully, the possession of the game, as well as we were able to control it at the end and win that fourth quarter, and that was our goal.
Yeah, and it's the first of many. It's the first of many wins coming your way. Congratulations on the first one. It is a big one, and I'm glad to see you get it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
By the way, WT 42-21, but it was 28-21 going into the third. Keysville struggling with with Colorado Mesa. Who else? Who else was playing? I know Eastern was winning.
You got him? Yeah, I got him.
Eastern was winning over Highlands naturally. Trying to think, there was SFA, North American. People texting me about that one. I'm like, guys, that's like a Power 4 playing a D2 team. That is just not fair. Colby just needs wins right now. That's what he knows. So, congrats, man. That was a heck of a fourth quarter there. You won the second half. Like, the first half was very even. Second half, they didn't move outside of that one drive, which, they made a couple plays.
That's right.
And other than that, you held them, you stopped that rushing attack, and then you just wore them down. Gotta find a way to pass the ball.
We didn't need to, though, when we can run.
No, but I will tell you, in that last minute, that dude knew how to find